led by Road Foreman Bill Thursday. The plow team faced multiple events. Number one, New Year's morning up to an inch. 2, January 17th, morning salt event up to an inch of snow. Later the same day, another inch fell. January 18th, another 2 event day with an inch in the morning, followed by close to 3 inches that evening, which led to the plow operations. January 25th, first team, 11 plowmen began sorting at 3 a.m. and continued plow operations until noon. Second squad, 9 plowmen, went from noon to 6 p.m. First squad finished main plowing and sorting operations at 8 a.m. Monday the 26th. Most of the trucks ran for 29 consecutive hours with only minor problems. For the days after the storm, the drop about 9 inches of snow, sleet, and freezing rain. The crew continued to clear township sidewalks, push back troubled intersections, and clear the area for the crossing guards. We also had a few trucks pushing back areas around the town and handling any concerns from the residents. Potholes first round of the year was completed during the week of January 5th to the 9th. The crew filled numerous holes using 2.5 tons of asphalt. The highway crew replaced 100-foot of storm water pipe in Patterson Road. Remaining pipe will be completed later this year. The Aston Township calendars were delivered in early January in a record time of 3 days. If you did not receive one, please leave a message with your address by calling Public Works at 610-494-8005. Our sanitation department picked 49.57 tons of recycling and 470.06 tons of residential waste. The potholes that need to be filled, please report them to the Public Works again at 610-494-8005. And just one more remark for me about the job these guys did for study. They did a fantastic job. I guess my report.
Yeah, they were out there at 0 dark 30 in the morning, so that's very commendable. Okay, Mr. Donovan.
Okay, I have before the Treasurer's report for January 2026. Operating cash in the general fund as of January 31st, $1,077,475. Other funds include the TD Bank escrow checking account, the balance of $425,251. The 2022 Pliget account, the balance of $637,159. The TD Bank, the 2022 TD Bank bond account, the balance of $1,496,378. And the TD Bank capital checking account, the balance of $2,088,184. Total cash balance for the township as of January 31st, 2026, $5,849,065, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Bowden.
Excuse me. I have a report from the library. For the adults coming up, come join our next big bingo Saturday, March the 7th, 6 to 9 at the Aston Township Community Center. $25 admissions, all cash prizes. No one under 18 is admitted, and sorry, no alcohol beverages are permitted. Free chair Zoom with Miss Eileen on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. through March the 24th, and the fun stuff for the kids. Saturday, February 21st is Lego Day from 1 to 4. We'll have a regular Lego out on the tables, as well as mega blocks, and in the children's area for younger builders. Sing, chirp, explore, or bingo will be Friday, March the 13th at 11 a.m. Jukebox music and movement will return to the library on Thursday, March the 12th at 12:30. This is a play-based music experience featuring instruments, dancing, and for kids 1 to 6. I also want to remind everybody we're having a movie night at the Community Center on February the 27th, which is a Friday night. The doors are going to open at 5:30, and the movie's going to start at 6:30. And the movie is Zootopia 2, which currently is out in the movies right now. So save yourself a few dollars and bring the kids up, a sleeping bag, a blanket. We'll provide some refreshments and have a good time. That's all I have, Mr. Gibbs.
Thank you, Mr. Lee.
Thanks, Commissioner Higgins.
An update for fire report for this month. Overall, looking at January 2026, we had a total of 87 fire calls and 307 EMS calls, along with 2 monthly drills. Still strong manpower, average manpower per incident, meaning how many guys and gals were on the truck, that's 9. And dispatch time continues to be excellent. Average EMS dispatch on scene is 6 minutes and 7 seconds. Average fire dispatch on scene is 6 minutes and 46 seconds. I don't want to dock those guys 2 seconds, but great job by the fire department. Continues to be on the ALS side with paramedic service. 2 updates. The first, I think as everybody knows, the authority has been up and running. Stay tuned in terms of a meeting kind of going over kind of how the authority will function and from a billing standpoint, what to expect there. That all needs to be finalized, but there will be a meeting coming up that will be coordinated and open to everybody in the township to come for more information. So stay tuned on that. And one thing, just in terms of a note, when you look at it, and if you remember, the township initially contracted with the EMSS for that service. So looking up and just kind of totaling up, hey, what does this mean in terms of output? From May of last year to January this year, that chase car unit went to 1,861 calls. So you take a step back and think about it in terms of the decision that we made as a township at the time. You know, obviously, you know, in some cases, if we didn't have that, and somebody else come, sure. Could they get to all of those? I don't think so. And could they get to them with the speed? No chance. So, you know, as we go in that meeting and move forward with the authority, I think the important thing to realize, you know, the value that comes with continuing to have that paramedic, even though Kroger doesn't provide it, and making sure that there's a paramedic based in Aston Township 24/7. So that's it for my report today. Thanks, Commissioner Higgins.
Thank you, sir. Number 6, approval of the treasurer's report.
I make a motion to approve the treasurer's report.
There's a motion and second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay. Ayes have it. Item 7, approval of the bills and payroll report.
I make a motion to approve the bills and payroll report.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays. Ayes have it. Number 8, open to the public agenda items only, up for a half hour. Open to the public agenda items only. Would anybody come up and say anything? Going once? Okay, we'll move on to new business scene then.
Hey, Mike, I'm sorry to do this. Nick, if you wouldn't mind, would you flip the chair up? Like, everything's brand new. I want to make sure.
I need some to go in on, right?
We can figure out something, but it's brand new furniture that we paid for. I want to make sure that we don't. Sorry. Thanks.
Sure. All right, new business number 9, consider a resolution authorizing the submission of an application for allocation of county liquid fuel tax funds for the 2026 Aston Township Road Program. Commissioner Prendergast.
Thank you, Commissioner Hayes. Approval authorizing an application to Delaware County Council for allocation of county liquid fuel tax funds in 2026 for the Aston Township Road Program. Whereas the township desires to take advantage of the act approved June 1st, 1935, PB 1242, and as provided in the act approved of May 18th, 1945, PI 803, permitting counties of Commonwealth of Pennsylvania to appropriate and spend money for improvement and maintenance of state highways, state highways, or public highway in any county of the Commonwealth. Now therefore be resolved as follows, that the Township Board of Commissioners recommend the application to the County Council of Delaware County for an allocation of county liquid fuels tax funds in the amount of $13,983 to be used towards the 2026 Aston Township Road Program. Duly adopted this 18th day of February 2026. Okay. Approve the motion.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item B, consider a motion authorizing a tax appeal settlement for 2025 Dutton Mill Road, folio number 0200000913, 00 establishing the assessment for 2024, 25, and 26 at $205,000. Commissioner.
I make a motion to authorize the tax appeal settlement for 2025 Dudley Mill Road, folio number 02-00-00913-00, establishing the assessment for 2024, 2025, and 2026 at $205,000 in the form of motion.
Second.
We have a motion second. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item C, consider a motion to approve a tax refund to Stephen Hunter, Rochelle of 8 Green Lane, Aston, PA 19014, in the amount of $514.49.
I make a motion to approve the tax refund to Stephen Hunter Rush of 8 Green Lane, Aston, PA 19014, in the amount of $514.49 for a tax assessment appeal that was approved for the years 2023, 2024, and 2025, and that's in the form of a motion.
Second.
We have a motion second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Item B is consider a motion to approve a tax refund for James Hunter and Alan Ginger of 2123 Aston Court, Aston, PA 19014, in the amount of $1,646.69 for taxes that were paid twice. Commissioner McGinn.
I make a motion to approve the tax refund to James Hunter and Alexander Hunter, 21-23 Aston Court, Aston, PA 19014, in the amount of $1,646.69 for taxes that were paid twice.
We have a motion and second. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it.
Is this not on here?
Non-tenant escrow releases.
Just check.
I think I've got it here, Mr. Higgins. We've got 3 tonight. The first one is proposed resolution 2026-15. A motion to approve proposed resolution 2026-15 to approve the escrow release to Sunny Mac LLC, 7 Neil Lane, folio number 165000 sub-account number 7767060244, the amount of $699.90.
You can stop.
We have a motion and second.
John will explain.
Any comments or
I'll ask
questions
you
on the
if you
escrow? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Nays? Ayes have it.
I make a motion to approve engineering fees to be paid to the Knowing Associates for the month of February 2026, in the amount of $3,342.
Chunks, I don't know.
We have a
his name.
motion and second.
The total.
Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
But I've been looking as
Motion
a
carries.
to try and keep track.
And last for tonight, I make a motion to approve engineering fees to be paid to Sterling Associates for the month of February 2026, in the amount of $4,567.25.
We have a motion and second. Any comments or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays? Ayes have it. Thank you, sir. And now we move on to another open to the public, 1/2 hour on any topic you so choose. Anybody would like to come up?
Nicholas Spencer, 30 Morgan Road, Aston, PA. I
I apologize, I have a cold right now. That's why I'm covering my mouth so I do not infect the microphone. My second question is on the MIPC fuel spill. I want to begin by questioning the story that someone drilled a hole into the bottom of the fuel tank. It does not speak lightly. It gives us two options. It gives us one, that we assume it's true, and if so, then the security measures at the facility are extremely lax that someone can break in there and sabotage one of the tanks. Or two, they're lying to us, and they're using the story, fabricating it to cover the fact that they have neglected maintenance of the facility to save a quick buck, and has now caused a massive fuel leak. But besides that, I want to get on to why it took them until December of last year to find the source of the leak when the leak itself was discovered all the way in August. That's a time of 5 months. I want to know if the leak has officially stopped. I want to know what are the hazards to the health, particularly of the Cherry Tree Development neighborhood off of Cherry Tree here in Aston. I want to know if the township is being updated frequently by the DEP. And I want to know, has the township looked into any measures to install air quality monitors in that vicinity, such as the ones that are used to constantly qualify the air quality down in Philadelphia? I believe they're usually installed on light poles.
Is that it?
Yes.
Before I ask Commissioner McGinn to speak on it, because Mike, what do you?
Yeah.
Say one third.
No, I got it.
I just want to say one thing. The address is in Aston Township. The tank that has a hole in it, you put it, it's not in Aston Township, and it's in Bethel.
Right, but it's still, but the fuel spill does still affect Aston Township.
Yeah. So Nick, let me tell you what I know about it, which is as follows. That tank is empty now, so there's no active leak going on. They've said that there was a 1/4-inch hole in the bottom of the tank. They don't believe that it was sabotage, but they also don't have any equipment or anything down there that matches up with a 1/4-inch hole. So as of when I spoke to them, which was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were still investigating how a 1/4-inch hole could have appeared in the tank, but they were confident it wasn't, sabotage. The fuel is, first of all, I've submitted a comment letter requesting certain measures be taken on behalf of all the municipalities affected, that being both Aston, Bethel, and Upper Chichester, including the appointment of a professional geologist at MIPC's cost, so that we have someone who has the wherewithal and knowledge to guide us through the process and provide comment both to our residents who have questions like you, or to the commissioners on MIPC submissions by their geologists. The fuel is migrating not toward Aston, but toward Upper Chichester in the soil. We haven't there's wells dug along the property line, but as far as I know, there's no air quality control monitors because there's no combustion of this fuel. You're correct that the report is that they noticed an odor in a puddle in August, and it took them from August until December 5th, I believe, to trace that back to the tank in Bethel Township. I think I've covered what I know about what you asked, but if you think I missed something, let me know.
Could you just repeat, did you say you are in contact with DEP?
I'm in contact with DEP fairly regularly. We're receiving regular submissions from DEP as well, and there's, did we link their website at this point?
Yes.
So if you go to the Aston Township website, there's a link where all of the records of the matter are posted.
Here, let me say something else too. And also, Nick, I just want you to know that MIPC does send a company representative to Aston Township once a month. He's here the whole day. I can pass that information on to you when that day is if you have any questions.
March 2nd, I believe?
Yes, you can ask him directly. He's here all day, 8 hours, right in one of our offices up here. And in addition to that, at my office, I am keeping a detailed log of all the communication that MIPC is reporting on that issue. So I have that also.
Okay. That'll be all.
Thank you, Nick. Anyone else care to come up? Okay, I got a question. Tell us about why the Scouts are here.
We're here for merit badge to learn, to go to a township meeting, learn about what's being discussed at the township meeting, and comment on it within the troop.
Very good. Very good. Want to move on to other business. Commissioner Nighy has two motions to read that were too late to put on the agenda in order.
Yes, apologies for this. We need to have these in generally 72 hours before the meeting so they can come in this.
So can we do two motions on this?
Yes.
No, not two separate motions. We need a motion to amend the agenda to add these, and then a substantive motion on each one. So I guess 4 motions technically.
I'll make a motion to amend the agenda.
I make a motion to amend the agenda.
Second.
We have a motion second. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay. Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Now we do the first, then we have to do it again for the second one.
That would be my recommendation, yes.
Okay, so I'll read the first one. So I have a motion here, appointment of part-time digital forensic analyst. I would like to make a motion that this board appoints Alex Lavin of Maple Shade, New Jersey, to the position of part-time digital forensic analyst. The proposed terms for this appointment are an hourly rate of $10.40 for 5 hours per week. The effective date for forensic analyst Lavin will be March 1st, 2026, in the form of motion.
We have a motion second. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Sends me the agenda in Word and PDF. Can you get her send it to me in Word tomorrow? Because we need to post the amended agenda.
So I'll make a motion to amend the agenda.
She's down to Tuesday. I can send it to you.
Okay.
We have a motion and a second to amend the agenda. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Nay. Ayes have it.
Okay, I have a new motion. Appointment of part-time digital forensic analyst. I would like to make a motion that this board appoints Kyle Collins of Springfield, PA, to the position of part-time digital forensic analyst. The proposed terms for this appointment are an hourly rate of $10.40 for 5 hours per week. The effective date for forensic analyst Collins will be March 1st, 2026, in the form of motion.
Second.
There's a motion second. Any comments, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Nays. Ayes have it.
And then, Mike, I would just open it up to public comment once more in case there's any comment on those two items.
Does anybody have any comments to make in regard to the two motions that were read? They both have to do with adding a forensic analyst.
Kathy Pat, 2931 Comfort Road, Aston. Kathy Pat, 2931 Comfort Road, Aston. Could you just elaborate a little bit, just because we're there going, what?
Okay.
We're okay with it, but just elaborate a little bit more.
I'll talk to this. So you know we have the Night Center, the Cybercrime Center up in Newman. So I guess maybe 6-7 months ago, we appointed 2 people. His to assist our detective up there at $10 an hour, just students to help. They were $10 an hour for 10 hours a week. One of them has since had to put in his resignation. So what we're doing is we're dividing his time up into two. So there's no change in money, it's just a change, we're getting 2 to 2 to replace the one guy for half the time. That's it.
Anybody else have questions on the motion? All right, seeing as none, we'll go from Commissioner Tinsley, of course, to any comments now for closing.
First, BJ was a trooper. He ended up staying the whole meeting instead of just leaving after. And congratulations as well. Especially, and glad Joe's here. Now that you got to see it face to face, the work that Fred. Sometimes you have a little story, talk about the Eagles or the Phillies. Now you know how it sounds live. I'm not gonna say anything about my friends in the back, because on the other side of the room, we actually have a 12-year-old who's been here for almost an hour on his 12th birthday, and he looks extremely happy to be here. So I'm trying to
Happy birthday, Chase.
So we're trying to get out of here so we can get home.
Mr. Burger.
Congratulations, BJ, on 25 years of service, and compliment Public Works with a good job removing the stuff, past on. Thank you.
Again, congratulations, BJ, on 25 years. I want to thank Kyle Collins, Alex Lavin for being appointed to the Night Center there. And I want to thank the Boy Scouts for showing up. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations, BJ, in 25 years. And I want to thank the Scouts from Troop 292 and 2019 for coming tonight.
Well, I'm happy to see some young faces in the audience. It's really a pleasure that you're all here tonight. Good luck with it. And to the other young man sitting here, thank you for gracing our presence tonight. Our future commissioner, one of our commissioner's sons, is happy to be sitting over there as well. Congratulations, BJ. Never thought you'd make 25 years. I've known you since you were a kid, and you've grown into be quite a wonderful, wonderful worker. I want to publicly thank the Public Works Department for everything that they went through, for all my phone calls that you had to help us out with the crossing guards because the children couldn't get to school. Thank you sincerely from the bottom of everyone. Everyone is so grateful for everything you've done. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, good point. Public Works, this was one heck of a month. I can't remember seeing snow on the ground for this long ever. BJ, congratulations, thank you. Scouts, welcome, thank you guys for coming and doing this little bit of civic duty. And I had about a 20-minute speech prepared, but I'm just going to end with one thing in honor of Chase's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chase. Happy birthday. Okay. Don't forget movie night. Nancy works hard on this for the residents. So it's February 27th. BJ, congratulations again for 25 years of the township. And I do know somebody that could pull some strings if you want to get back on the truck. I used to look forward to seeing you coming up the road, you know. So, but it's well deserved. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And also, I got to also echo on the snow. You know, 0:30 in the morning is the name of a movie that was used, the one that they put up in Lodman, but that's really early in the morning, 1 o'clock, 2 in the morning, and to be out there. And while they're in the trucks, it still can be nerve-wracking because you're trying to make it that everybody likes what you're doing, but you can't just stop at every driveway and you know, raise the plow, and you just gotta do it to get the streets clear, and that's what they do. So I really commend you for what you do. So with that, I'd like to. Oh, I'm sorry.
No comments.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
You stay on this side.
We're good.
How to say that?
We're good.
We're good.
How about you, Michael?
I just wanted to observe what a proud moment it must be for Chase to see his father in action this evening. And, it must make for a wonderful birthday. And congratulate the Scouts on picking the shortest meeting of the year to attend. And that's all.
Okay, I need a motion for adjournment. Thank you, everybody.